Welcome to another edition of Rust Rants, where I come on and go off about, well, whatever's honking me off today. The NFL Pro Bowl. Talk about the biggest who cares all-star game out of any of the major sports. Well, you know what? There might not be a Pro Bowl in the future because reports are coming out this week from the NFL that talks are underway on what to do to try to, improve the Pro Bowl, change the Pro Bowl. And one of the ideas being circulated is just completely get rid of the Pro Bowl. And there have been polls up on Twitter that show 80% of respondents basically wouldn't care less if the Pro Bowl went bye-bye. Again, it's Twitter. Who knows how many of them are actual people and how many of them are bots. But anyway, this is an article from ESPN I have here, and owners are discussing the future of the Pro Bowl, and the league has spoken to players and NFL teams and is now exploring alternatives to the week-long Pro Bowl celebration, which would include the elimination of the traditional tackle game. Now, some people are saying, do they mean just completely do away with the game, or basically turn the game into something like flag football, or what I see around here when I cover high school football in the summer? There's 7-on-7 passing leagues where you have no helmets, no pads, you run around, you pat someone on the back, and then the play is over. First of all, if you're going to do a flag football 7-on-7 format, all you do is you just touch someone and the play's over. You know what? If you're going to do that at the NFL level, you just might as well just get rid of the game, because I don't want to tune in and see, I don't want to tune in and see a version of flag football, but I've never watched a Pro Bowl in my life, and I don't expect to ever watch a Pro Bowl in my life because I just don't care about it, like many other fans. And to turn it into a flag football game, well, Roger Goodell's the commissioner of the NFL, so it wouldn't surprise me if he did something stupid like that. Because, again, he's Roger Goodell. So the article goes on to say, Goodell says the NFL will consider turning the Pro Bowl into a celebration of players rather than playing an actual game. I think the conclusion of discussions was that the game itself doesn't work, and we need to find another way to celebrate our players. The NFL has played a traditional Pro Bowl game in some fashion since 1938. Festivities surround the game, including dodgeball. Actually, a dodgeball competition between NFL players might be more interesting than watching the flippin' Pro Bowl. Dodgeball, throwing competitions, skills competitions. Goodell said that the goal is to celebrate that these are our Pro Bowl players, the best players in our league, and give them an opportunity to celebrate that with our fans. You know what? If he's talking about some kind of celebration of players, I might get on board with that, especially if they do it in, say, the kind of format that the NHL does with its awards ceremony, where basically it's like the kind of awards ceremony you'd normally see like with the ESPYs or the Oscars, except probably a little more entertaining than that. They get them in some big hall. They spew out the awards. Hey, this guy has this award. This guy has that award. And I've seen a couple of the NHL awards presentations, and they do a pretty good job there. Maybe the NFL can consider doing something like that, so long as they just stick to the awards, because I don't want to see some player going up there and go, hey, thank you everyone for this award. Now let me spend the next 5 minutes talking about climate change or whatever my political issue of choice is. I don't tune in to award ceremonies for that. We get enough political talk, on the news and on other stations and outlets and everything. Let's just have sports be sports. And an elimination of the game itself might not be a bad idea, especially considering what some former NFL players think of today's Pro Bowl. Now, when this year's Pro Bowl happened, several of them tweeted their thoughts on it. This is from former Bears running back Matt Forte. He says, they must be paying the fans to attend the Pro Bowl. It's like a walk-through practice with pads on. Another former NFL player, Damian Woody, who was a guard for 12 years in the NFL, won 2 Super Bowl championships with the Patriots back in the early 2000s. He tweeted, "Do people really expect real football to be played at the Pro Bowl?" And then, of course, we have this from none other than Hall of Famer, primetime Dion Sanders, who during this past year's All-Star game said, quote, "Lord help me, I'm watching the Pro Bowl, and I remember when we were so proud and appreciative of that accolade. We competed at practice and in the game. I wanted you to know that prime was prime." What happened and when? I don't think a lot of people are asking that, especially NFL, when they look at TV viewership of the Pro Bowl, because this year's Pro Bowl attracted 6.69 million viewers. That is actually a huge drop from just 3 years ago. That is a 17% drop from the number of people who viewed the Pro Bowl back in 2019. And if they decide to do the Pro Bowl and have no tackling in there, I think I can guarantee you that number is going to go lower. So you know what I say? I think I'm on board with a lot of the Twitter polls. Just get rid of the Pro Bowl. I'd rather have you do that than turn it into a non-tackle sport. Have some kind of award ceremony. But, of course, then again, considering the way a lot of other award ceremonies are going this year, no one's tuning into the Oscars or the Grammys anymore, so people may not decide to tune into this award show. So, and, of course, with Roger Goodell, at the helm of the NFL, I seriously doubt whatever idea they're going to come up with is a good one. And now a word from our sponsor. Does your toilet have rings that always need cleaning? Do you have hard water spots on your shower doors, calcium buildup on your faucets? Just imagine what all of that is doing to the inside of your washing machine, dishwasher, refrigerator, your hot water heater. What about the pipes inside your body? Buy a filter or be a filter. You can have clean, mineral-rich water without the buildup of unwanted toxins in your body and throughout your whole home. Call Vicki Johnston today at H2O Health and Water Solutions at 928-899-7504 or stop in and see her at the Prescott Gateway Mall. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Rust Rants. Be sure to follow KYCA on all of our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, Vimeo. Check us out on KYCA.com. Also, like, share, follow, subscribe, leave comments on this video. We'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time.